Good afternoon and welcome to the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Emery Songer, and in just a moment we'll have the matchup between the number 1 seed in Class 2A, the Western Christian Wolfpack, taking on the number 8 seed, Hudson Pirates. It'll be right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea.
And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action.
And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
Our third match of the day here live on court number 1 at the State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. It's number 1 Western Christian taking on number 8 seed Hudson. Western Christian is an absolute powerhouse, but the Pirates have been an interesting team to follow this year as well. Let's see how they got here. A solid 38-5 record. That's obviously a very good record. At 17 straight wins doesn't happen by accident. They were 6th in Class 2A in aces this year and 7th in blocks, so they can do it both offensively and defensively, and they were able to upset the number 2 team in the state in Mediapolis 3-1 to win Region 6 in Class 2A. They are ranked number 10, but as mentioned, with the upsets, able to work their way into this field here, and they're taking on, of course, a great team in Western Christian. The Wolfpack, as they moved into here, a 38-5 record as well, but undefeated against Class 2A teams. Of the losses, they've lost to 5A Waukee, 4A Sergeant Bluff Luton. Both of those teams represented well here. Waukee, as the 8th seed in Class 5A, forced 5 sets against Cedar Falls in their first-round matchup before losing, and Sergeant Bluff Luton is the number 1 seed still alive in Class 4A. Second in all the class in kills and Region 1 champions after rolling through Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 3-0 in the regional final. Number 1 ranked, and for a reason. This is a dynasty in Class 2A. We'll step aside and have the starting lineups and the opening play right here at the U.S. Cellular Center. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At Casey's, we're here for early mornings and Friday nights. Here for the firsts and the traditions, through the good days and the tough times. We're here for the people who are here for each other. Casey's, here for our town, here for good. Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $9.99 each.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Businesses are hiring DMAC grads.
DMAC's tuned into what the employers in the central Iowa area are looking for. They offer those courses and degrees in those areas that makes it very highly marketable.
A majority of jobs available just require the technical skills, the hands-on skills that you get with a 2-year degree. DMAC is more a model of the future because the students are employable right away.
I think DMAC does a great job of preparing you for life.
DMAC, life's calling.
Wrapping up warm-ups here for our third game of the day. We talked about full day, 6 games on 2 courts, 12 games in total, as all of the quarterfinals in Class 3A, 2A, and 1A will be played on this floor today, with all of the semifinals taking place tomorrow and the championships being held on Friday at the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids. My name's Emery Songer. The first 2 matches we've seen here were 5-set thrillers at the Class 3A level, but Hudson comes in as a big underdog against the number 1 seed Western Christian. Head coach Tammy Verbeek has had an unbelievable career, 969 career wins, 912 of those right here at Western Christian. The teams are lining up. On the other side, Steve Baird, 190 wins in 8 years at Hudson, but a big upset against number 2 Mediapolis set this matchup up. Should be a good one to see. Let's go ahead and go down to our PA announcer and make an announcement not only about what teams are going to be on the floor, but also with our sportsmanship awards.
During the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Jean Berger of the Iowa Girls Union will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Hudson, Jeff Curley. And from Western Christian, Lori Bogart. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First for the Hudson Pirates. Number 1, Claire Kraftwald. Number 6, Jessica Carlin. Number 7, Caitlin O'Malley. Number 10, Naomi Henderson. Number 11, Harley Shai. Number 12, Jada Gaskell. Number 14, Marley Reisner. And number 16, Ella Engel. The assistant coaches, Abby Rust and Kayla Baird. Now here are the starters for the Pirates. Number 2, Emma Kegabine. Number 4, Faith Hoffman. Number 5, Sarah Klunder. Number 8, Sarah Henson. Number 9, Kylie Salee. Number 13, Ashlyn Kuhn. And the libero, number 3, Morgan Galbraith. The head coach of the Pirates is Steve Baird. Now here are the team members for the Western Christian Wolfpack. Number 0, Lydia Van Clay. Number 5, Emily Heinen. Number 6, Hannah Collis. Number 8, Courtney Collis. Number 9, Abby Postma. Number 11, Jaden Faber. Number 13, Emma Westfall. Number 14, Stella Winterfeld. The assistant coaches are Mindy DeYager and Kayla Martman. Now here are the starters for the Wolfpack. Number 2, Olivia Granstra. Number 3, Tori Winya. Number 4, Allie Postma. Number 7, Madison Biss. Number 10, McKay Van Tull. Number 12, Sienna Moss. And the liberos, number 1, McKenna Huima. The head coach of the Wolfpack is Tammy Labine. Here are the officials. The first referee is Maurice Frazier. The second referee is Vince Workman. The line judges are Chris Armstrong and Beth Stephenana Woodall. Wolfpack fans, Pirate fans, let's play volleyball.
All right, let's get her on. Number 1, Western Christian wearing black uniforms. They have the maroon trim. And the numbers on the front and the back. For Hudson, they're wearing white with the blue. Hudson, where that last name plate typically is, they have the school name there. Libero's wearing the opposite color, of course. Hudson's libero, number 3, Morgan Galbraith, going to be wearing the blue uniform. And for Western Christian, it's McKenna Koima. She is the 5'4" senior. She's wearing white for the Wolfpack. Obviously, top-ranked, defending Class 2A state champions, 37th total team appearance here. That's a record at any class. 19th straight state tournament. Their state tournament streak is now over an adult age. That is unbelievable. Almost double the next team as Janesville and Holy Trinity, 10 straight trips here to the state tournament. That's tied for second behind the 19 straight here from the Wolfpack. 4 starters from last year's team, all tournament team selections. Allie Postma, Macy Vance Hull, they'll be out there plenty. It's going to be, you're asking a lot of Hudson, but second time that this team has made it in 4 years. 2016, the first time they made it here to the state tournament. Steve Baird knows how to coach here. He knows how things work here. A lot of these players, though, were not a part of this team or on the floor. They have a big senior class, a lot of seniors all over the floor. And they're going to have to be as clean as possible if they're going to try to pull off what would be a monumental upset here in the Class 2A bracket against Western Christian. We are underway. First serve, a good one. Kept alive. Near side. Far is Allie Postma. At the 10-foot line, just trying to dump it over, but dumping it wide. That time was Kylie Salee. And point to the Wolfpack. It'll be McKenna Koima, the libero, to serve. It is received by her counterpart, Galbraith. And then off the block was Ashley Kuhn. Kuhn again. Oh, look at the dig. Kuhn a third time. Blocked. Kept alive, though. Hudson has it. Far side Salee into the net. The defense, the blocking, Western Christian. We have seen each of the first 3 1-8 matchups to this point in 5A, 4A, and 3A have been very tight. A couple of 5-set matches. There have been no sweeps, as there's a kill on that far side by Kuhn. And you hear the Hudson crowd with the Kuhn chant. Back to serve is Kylie Salee. And a last moment effort to keep that one up. Here to the near side, pushed over by Postma. The set, back set, looking for Kuhn again. This one pops back over the net. Good scrambling, but that's going to be under the net, and it'll be point to Hudson. They are going to get a net violation technically, but the scrambling, going to have to continue that. Keep Western Christian guessing. They're going to set it up to this near side. Little poke over, successfully done by Mackay Vant Hull. McKay Van Hole has mentioned an all-tournament team from last year's state tournament where her team, the Wolfpack, did go on and win the Class 2A state championship. It's a lot harder. I mean, there's always a lot of satisfaction winning one, but winning it back-to-back years is a lot harder than many give it credit for, even if you are a powerhouse like Western Christian. Out of the middle is Kuhn, somehow kept alive. Bumped back over. Here's a set. Out of the middle, the rejection again. And they're going to say a double hit. Or a lift, my mistake. That makes it 3-all. Certainly, if you're Hudson, you got to keep it close, but you'd love to get a little bit of a wiggle room, maybe 4 or 5 points out in front. If you're able to do that, give you a little bit of confidence, a little bit of hitch in that set play by Western Christian, and then poking it down the line and in on that far side. Faith Hoffman. Hoffman, 127 kills coming in. That's 4th on the team. Certainly going to need her, though, because you need all of the wheels turning in the right direction for Hudson as they take on the top team. Joust at the net. Hudson has it on their side. Far side, once again looking for Hoffman. Not this time. Out of the middle, off the block. Good diving effort from Galbraith. Put it back in play. Here's the set. Near side, Postma getting on the board. Ali Postma, 214 kills. This is a very balanced attack. That's 3rd on the team. Tori Winya has 226, and the team leader is McKay Van Hole with 321. Also have a couple more players, Sienna Moss and Emma Westfall, with over 100. This near side, cross court, beautifully done. Kuhn again. So Ashlyn Kuhn, a couple of early kills here for the Pirates. They have a 5-4 lead over the Wolfpack. The run-up, received by Postman in the back row. She'll be set to it and tries to dump it in front of Kuhn. She makes a diving dig. Played over by Jessica Carolon. Here's the near side. That was a little miss hit, but it worked out in favor of Western Christian as Emma Westfall able to, despite hitting it kind of off the side of her hand, it went away from the defense and harmlessly down for another Wolfpack point, tied at 5 now. Kuhn out of the back row, set by Sarah Hansen, the setter for Hudson. They attack off the block. Here to the near side, they go to Westfall again. A bump set. Far side of Hoffman. Not there this time. Out of the back, Postma again. This time it's long. Hudson doesn't seem to be intimidated at all. You were wondering if they have to get off to a great start. Substitution into the game. All subs in today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. It'll be the libero Morgan Galbraith to serve. Back set. Cross-court effort. Blocked away, though, on that far side, as it was McKay Van Tol. And then out, coming from that side of the floor, and Hudson is a 2-point lead, 7-5. The state tournament can't take anything for granted. As you mentioned, Hudson, a hungry team. Most of these players, while they saw the 2016 team get to the state tournament, being on the floor is a completely different thing, and there's a huge kill from Westfall. Westfall with her second. Olivia Granstra, the setter, going to be back to serve here for the Wolfpack. Trailing by 1. Left-handed serve. Hit the tape. Couldn't have done it any better. That's an ace. And with every ace during this year's tournament, Adrenaline Fundraising will donate $5 to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. If your group is interested in learning how to grow your fundraising, give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. Just clipped the tape and got a couple of touches. Couldn't do anything else. Kuhn out of the back row. They're going to come right back where it came from, but good job by Postma both times in digging out those attacks. Cross court. Kuhn is there. Set. Far side. Hoffman trying to dump it over. Didn't work. Near side. Westfall. Cross court again. So Emma Westfall, the sophomore, off to a great start. She is now at 150 kills on the season. And for that to be only the 4th best number on the team, or 5th best number rather, on the team, you can tell they got a lot of weapons on that Wolfpack side. In the middle, oh, what a block Big swing from Sarah Klunder. Not meant to be out of the middle. Sienna Moss said no thanks. Sent it right back where it came from. 5-point run here for Western Christian. They have a 9-7 lead. Delivery, dug out by Galbraith. Oh, I love that play by the setter. Sarah Hansen saw that there was going to be an opening and just over her head dropped it in between all 6 Western Christian defenders. And a much-needed point there for Hudson. As mentioned, you do not want to fall too far behind here. You're asking to climb a mountain already by beating this team. Got to put yourself in good position. Almost rolled up the shoulder there. Left hand, kept alive. Galbraith will bump set it for Hoffman, just tips it. Westfall got a hand on it. Now she'll be set it, and she'll just push it over with 2 hands. Hansen looking for the back, got it. She saw the vacancy back there as the scramble play was on from Western Christian on the previous hit, and she was able to place it just above that fairway court logo on the right side of the floor. Kegabine, Emma Kegabine on the serve. Oh, and she eats that one on a huge left-handed swing on the far side. Tori Winya getting herself on the board, and Winya's first kill of the match. Substitution with Madison Viss coming into the match. Good serve by Viss. Off the 10-foot line is Sarah Klunder. Here's Postma back on the front row, but Kegabine there, get to play. Hoffman over there, and they can't stop that one. Excellent swing. And it'll be Olivia Granstra. Pardon, Tori Winya. Winya's second in as many swings. Here's a set near side, and that one is going to be long on the right arm of Klunder. So 12-9, Western Christian has their largest lead so far, 3 here in the first set. Of course, we play best of 5, first to win 3 sets. And that's a miss hit from Kylie Salee. Timeout, I believe, will be called, and it will be by Hudson. Wolfpack in control early. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
(13-9) Wolfpack with the lead over Hudson. Our starting lineups, which occurred earlier in the match, they're brought to you by Buena Vista University, located in Storm Lake, Iowa. Buena Vista University prepares students for lifelong success through transformational academic, professional, and co-curricular programs. Schedule your visit today at bvu.edu. Western Christian starting to get the ball rolling here. I mentioned earlier, Hudson don't want to be intimidated, and they surely have not been on the court, but execution got to be impeccable on all fronts. The Pirates are going to pull off an upset. Another opportunity potentially there for that quick set, but it was snuffed out by Western Christian, and they get the kill and move their lead up to 5. Sienna Moss able to push it into the back row. Nobody home for the Pirates. Line drive serve. Kegabine was there. Oh, look at that dig on the back end by Koima. Big left hand. Tori Winya with number 3 of this first set. And all things coming up Wolfpack here. Big 6-point margin. Hansen, back set. There's a cross-court effort from Klunder, but the dig was a good effort by Granstra on the back end, but not to be. Klunder gets her first kill of the match as well. And she goes immediately back to serve for the Pirates, trailing by 5 here in set number 1. Klunder, a little knuckleball, kind of confused the defense. Good track down by Viss. Back over the net. In the middle is Kuhn. So for Ashlyn Kuhn, she's got 3. Like to go on a little 2, 3, 4-point run here. This one just goes long. Good recognition by Koima, the libero, getting out of the way.
Checking back in number 10,
McKenna Koima now will serve it up herself. 56 aces, a team high, averaging over an ace every other set, which is a very high number. Anything over half an ace per set is exceptional. Set for Kuhn in the middle, try to dump it over. This was there on the dig. Far side, oh my. Wienia has just shown off that left arm, an absolute rocket ship. If you are in the way, look out. Wienia has been unbelievable in the early going. 17-11 now in favor of Western Christian. Hansen over her head. This one from Salee was blocked. Hansen just has to push it over. The set from Granstra sets up a kill by McKay Van Tol. Team leader in kills, 321 coming in, hitting at a .432 efficiency. That is absurd. .432, I mean, is unreal. Nearly an ace, kept alive. Look at Hansen with an arm, pushing it across. But Wienia! Timeout, Hudson. Needing to stop the bleeding. Wienia with 5 in the first set. 19-11. It's all Wolfpack. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Got a final on court 2 already because we fell behind with a couple of 5-set matches over here on court number 1. Beckman Catholic, the number 2 seed in this Class 2A bracket, has defeated Van Buren in straight sets. They move on into the semifinal round in the bottom half of our bracket. Wilton, the 3 seed, will take on Clarion Goldfield Dows later on today on court 2. Point for Hudson out of the timeout, important there, but they still trail by 7, 19-12. Western Christian, of course, number 1 seed, Hudson the 8 seed. Following this match will be the 4 seed Osage against the 5 seed Grundy Center. The serve by Salee here on this near side into the net from Postma. A couple of consecutive points out of the timeout. Head coach Steve Baird just trying to get his girls to believe. This one is wide, though, from Kylie Salee. Salee's had a great service year as well. 43 aces on the year. A lot of good servers. But the best of the bunch, Ashlyn Kuhn, 71 aces. That's .76 aces per set, almost an ace per set. You never see that at any level of volleyball. Kuhn, though, on the attack this time. Blocked and then dug out, set up into the middle. And excellent work on that far side as well. With the left hand, tipped off the net. Kuhn in the middle, has it blocked. Kept alive by Hoffman. Pushed to the back. Here's near side, Postma gets a run up. Was blocked, kept alive. Hansen got a piece of it, Galbraith. And then Jessica Carolon back over the net. Near side Postma one more time, pushes it right to Galbraith. Here's Kuhn through the block. There's 5 for Kuhn. So Kuhn for Hudson, Wienia for Western Christian go back and forth here in the first set, but it is Western Christian a 20-14 lead. Serve on the way from Hansen. Played back over the top of her head by Grandstraw. The tip goes out of bounds. Good effort that time by Van Tol. Just could not keep it in bounds. A little bit of a scramble off of a solid serve from Sarah Hansen. Hansen back once again. Received. Back set. Van Tol cross court. They're going to say it hit line. That was close. but she knows where to find those lines. McKay Van Tol. 21-15. Substitution back into the game, back into the match. As Postma. Kuhn just get a piece of that, and it'll result in a point. Actually, that's Naomi Henderson. Naomi Henderson gets her first of the match. Run up is Kuhn. Set, and Kuhn got a piece of that, kept it alive. Good dig on the other side as well by Hoffman. Cross court. Into the air by Caroline. Here's Hoffman off the top of the net. This is there. Here in the middle. Off the block. Kuhn dives on the dig. In the middle. Blocked straight down. Point. Klunder and Hudson. It's not going away. 21-17 it is. Western Christian still leading. Oh, the ace! I told you she's got about an ace per set, an absurd number, and Kuhn gets one there. Timeout called by Western Christian. By the way, with every ace during this year's tournament, Adrenaline Fundraising will donate $5 to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. If your group's interested in learning how to grow your fundraising, give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. This was a 6-7 point lead. Western Christian got themselves a little bit comfortable, but Hudson coming right back at them. We've seen the 8 seeds not show any intimidation so far in the first 2 days of this tournament, including an 8 seed pulling off an upset earlier today in the Class 3A
Iowa
bracket.
Public Television.
Union coming from 2 sets to 1 down, or 2 sets to none down rather, and were able to shock and stun the entire Class 3A bracket, beating Davenport Assumption, who was clearly, you thought, the best team in Class 3A all year long. Anything can happen when they play the games. Out of the timeout, good little touch there on that far side by Van Tol. So Van Tol. She's got a couple now, does Van Tol. Makes it 22-18. Got to be perfect if you're Hudson from here on if you're going to win this first set. Hansen right at the net. That's tough, and it ends up being a point for Western Christian. Just went a little too far over the net and was able to put down. Sienna Moss is going to get credit for it. Hansen did the best she could to try to keep that away from the net. It just did not pan out the way she was hoping for. The delivery here, knuckles down. Set far side through the block. Klunder, my mistake. Ball blocked by Klunder and Faith Hoffman. Klunder at 6'3". I mean, she is tough to get around. She also has 185 kills, which is second on the team behind Kuhn, who had 416 coming in. And there's a lot of tall arms on this roster you're going to have to get through when they're up front. Morgan Galbraith, the libero. Off the block is Kuhn. It'll be Galbraith to take it. Set. Trying to go to the back row. Kuhn has been digging it all over the place so far. Here's a hit. This one just not lined up properly by Salee. And it was a little bit behind her. And that goes well long and sets up a set point for Western Christian. 24-19. The run-up. Left-hand hit. And unable to receive it. It'll be an ace. Western Christian aces their way into the second set, 25-19. By the way, that's another $5 from Adrenaline Fundraising to the IGHSAU. And if your group's interested, call Adrenaline Fundraising to improve your fundraising abilities. 1-0 lead for the top team in Class 2A. We'll be back with the second set after this. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Iowa Public Television is the home of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Championships. we bring you live, uninterrupted coverage of the state championships in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and softball. Plus, special features highlighting the Iowa girl. Catch it all on statewide Iowa Public Television, on air or at iptv.org.
Crowded lecture halls? Not anymore. Southwestern Community College is a different place. It's where we break from traditional college to do what's best for your career. It's about teaching the way you learn, having fun along the way, and giving you the experience you need for what comes next. A job and an income in as little as 1 year. That's why you go to college in the first place. Southwestern Community College. Your career starts here. Check out SWC's career-related programs at swciowa.edu/yourcareer.
At Waldorf University, we are warriors. On campus and online. In the classroom and on the field. Our work today will power tomorrow, continuing a rich tradition started in 1903. And once you're one of us, you forever are. Waldorf University, we are warriors.
Western Christian leading 1-0 over Hudson in the 1A matchman Class 2A. Leaders start at Central College, and scholar athletes succeed on the court and in the classroom. In the past year, 112 Central College student athletes received academic all-conference recognition. Learn how to be more than a spectator by visiting central.edu. Well, Hudson knows that they are going against the number one team. You don't have to tell them that. Western Christian has been phenomenal all season long. They're typically phenomenal. Of course, they won this tournament a year ago. As it stands right now, however, you got to win this second set. Give yourself a shot to maybe pull off an upset against Goliath. But it will start with an ace from McKenna Koima. And the ace brought to you by Adrenaline Fundraising. For every ace during this year's state volleyball tournament, Adrenaline Fundraising donates $5 to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. And you can always get more information about how to improve your fundraising by giving Adrenaline Fundraising a call. Far side killed. Allie Postma. Allie Postma picking up number 2 for her. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. A lot of her attempts were being thwarted. And another ace. Koima. Been unreal. Yet another $5 from Adrenaline Fundraising. 3-0. The serve will be dug out successfully. Near side Kuhn, cross court. That's going to be tough. It will be down. Kuhn again. Ashlyn Kuhn. 6 for her in the match. She has been as advertised. 416 kills has been outstanding. A 447 kill efficiency. Almost 5 kills per set. Right on that in the first set. Back in there. Kegabine running up just to keep it in play was Faith Hoffman. Set's going to come behind. Tough reach, but it will work out. Reaching for that one was Tori Wienia. So she's got 6 as well, but Wienia, for the most part, they have been giant swings and not the little tip over that she had to do there. Well done by her. Sub in the game, it'll be Jessica Carolon to come in and play defense, and she will receive the serve. Poked over nicely by Sarah Hansen, the setter. Another substitution into the game. This will be Naomi Henderson in replacing Kegabine to play up front. All substitutions in today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. And an ace. Out of the back. Hansen gets her first of the match. Did come in on the year with 53 of them. An ace every other set for the most part. And she's on pace for that already. Postma off the top of the block. 5-3 Western Christian. The advantage. Substitution back into the game. If you're looking as a Hudson supporter, your team's played pretty well. Just can they outlast and force a few errors, try to get themselves a win. Far side Kuhn tried the little tip. Didn't work. Yeah, look at that. Leaning back was Emma Westfall. The sophomore, 5'11", got a lot of height, but knew as leaning back you can't put a ton on it because you have to pop it into the air a little bit. Did so, but still had enough of that top spin, and it bit right down into the open area on the court. Far side, Kuhn. And it hits in. Wienia on that backside, kind of thought might be going out, but it'll go down as another kill for Kuhn. The run up by Kuhn, and it's just long. Close, but just long. Another substitution in. Abby Postma will come in to serve. Substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. You can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Abby Postma. Hansen's going to set, and that's going to be outside of the antenna. No chance for Klunder to get over there and poke that one over the net in a legal situation. 8-4 now, Wolfpack. Sinking serve. Kuhn able to get to it. Klunder this time wide. And a timeout. Hudson, they don't want to let this second set get away from them, but they are down by 5, 9-4. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
9-4, the Wolfpack with a 5-point lead. Western Christian is number 1 in the state, defending state champions. They have done plenty to earn all of those accolades. Been phenomenal all season long. Haven't lost to a Class 2A opponent all season. Hudson finding out exactly how good they are right now. First serve out of the timeout is into the net. A lot of times coach uses the timeout, and that messes with the server. Abby Postma will come back out of the game. Galbraith is the server now for Hudson. So they need to string a few points together. Yes, it's still pretty close, but as the underdog, you got to find ways to play either even or ahead of the heavy favorite. Unfortunately there for Galbraith and Hudson, that went long. And it's 10-5 now in favor of Western Christian. Big left-handed serve. Kuhn able to dig it out. Kuhn out of the back row. Good dive by Granstra to keep it in play. Hansen. And then it'll be Kuhn in the back row, but just wide. Big credit that time for Olivia Granstra. Diving dig, and that will be our Kruger Seeds dig of the match. Next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Great job that time by Granstra. And there she did again, and almost was able to find a way to keep that one alive, but unfortunately for her, wasn't able to do so. And for Western Christian, they give it back. Kegabine will be back to serve for the Pirates. They trail 11-6. Reception, far side, off the block. Nice one-handed play by Galbraith, keeping it away. Good job by Kuhn, but on the back end, the dig by the libero. Koima off the block. And this is blocked straight down out of bounds. Wienia, 7th kill of the match. Another substitution. Madison Viss comes in. She will serve. Substitutions brought to you in today's match by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Ace! Madison Viss with her first ace of the match, and that's $5 more from Adrenaline Fundraising to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. If your group needs help fundraising, Give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. Hansen in the middle. Oh, look at Klunder. Right at Granstra. She had been digging everything out. Good luck digging that one out. Klunder, as soon as she makes the big attack up front, goes back to serve. 13-7 the score. Klunder off the tape and down for an ace. Not how she drew it up, but it works out just as well. And another $5 from Adrenaline Fundraising to the IGHSAU. 6'3", runs up on it. That one bumped into the air, far side for Postma, blocked. Long run, Viss able to keep it in play, bump backwards. Out of the middle, rejection. Kuhn nearly had that. Instead, it comes back to this side. Salee has it received on that far side. It's going to be Postma, yes. Cross court, Ali Postma. Been pretty incredible. See all the different targets that this Western Christian team could rely to, but McKenna Koima puts the serve into the net, and it'll go right back over to Hudson. Salee back to serve, down 5. Koima set to this near side, cross court. Segapine. Kegabine did the best she could to try to set that up, but it came with such velocity from Wienia. And we see it when she's lined up on this near side in black, number 3. She's just, it's impossible to stop her. She serves here. She's in the back. But she has been very effective. We'll go far side for Postma. Off the block, sent right back over out of the middle by Van Tol. She'll poke it back over. Hansen, Kuhn. You like the fight from Hudson. Never feeling like they're completely out of it, but they still are down by 5, 15-10. Another substitution into the match, replacing Kegabine up front will be Naomi Henderson. This one set on the back. Van Tol goes cross court. Really nice dig. Pushed across by Hoffman. Out of the back comes Wienia. Off the block. Hansen has been really, really solid on that back end with 2 straight digs, and then the long hit by Van Tol. Hudson hanging around. 15-11, they still are down. Hansen on the serve. Granstra. That one is out. Postma just a little bit wide. Now it's 12. Serving 15. It's 3 straight points. This delivered. This one pokes, kept alive. Now jumping up, but unable to keep it in. And in play it was Faith Hoffman. Just kind of mistimed her jump, had to use a lot of arm to try to force it up, could not do so. Back into the match, Emma Westfall. She'll play up front, another attacking option here for the Wolfpack. They lead at 16-12. Postma to serve. That's Ali Postma. Galbraith from the back to her counterpart, Koima. The setter, Granstra, has to play it over. And back end. Just passing it back and forth. Van Tol has her attempt blocked. All the way cross court. Westfall. And it's going to be a double hit. So the 2 contacts gives the point on a violation to Hudson. They're still within 3, 16-13. But they have to rally a few more points together. Can't go down 2 sets to none against this team. Van Tol, dug out by Kuhn, right up against the net. That's tough. As soon as it gets that close to the net, you're asking an awful lot of that second player to make a legal pass to somebody else. Try to get it over the net. Hoffman Hansen rather, did not have enough space to do so. And the point to Western Christian. Serve put in play by Abby Postma, who's into the game. Going long on this attempt was Sarah Klunder. And now the Wolfpack back up by, oh no, they're going to say it is tipped. I'm sorry, did not see that on the initial play. More subs in the game brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Morgan Galbraith, the libero, a senior, jogs up and makes contact on this one. Postma digs it from the back. Granstra tipped over and down. Well done by Sienna Moss. Moss at 6 foot even has a lot of angles she can play and did so right there with a little tip. Olivia Granstra to serve with the left hand. Hansen looks for Kuhn out of the back row. Dug out nicely. Postma on the far side. Cross court, Kuhn. You can see her digging ability as well, and that's going to turn out to be a point as both Moss and Westfall couldn't collect it and keep it in play. Trading points here. That's fine if you're Western Christian with the 3-point lead. Kegabine comes back in for Hudson. She will replace Naomi Henderson. And Kegabine back to serve. Delivers. She kind of serves it off the wrong foot. Kind of gives it a weird illusion. But then the kill on the far side from Westfall doesn't matter. Sometimes you like that. You know, it might not be technically sound, at least based on how you're taught to do it and the way that you're supposed to step into your serve. But it does give a lot of optical illusions, has a weird spin onto it. You can see why they used her as a defensive specialist and a server. Hansen, far side. Klunder has it blocked. Westfall all over the place, as is Sienna Moss. Moss is going to get credit for that one. And now it's 20-15, and Western Christian continues to come up with the points when they need them. That Galbraith dig off the mark, intended for Salih, and now it's 21-15, and it'll be another timeout from Hudson. Western Christian just a few points away from going up 2-0. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
21-15 in the second set. Western Christian just 4 points away from going up 2-0. Hudson came in knowing they were a big underdog, but they were also a big underdog in their regional final. They pulled an upset on number 2, Mediapolis. Second-ranked team almost all year was Mediapolis, just unable to finish off Hudson. Hudson a 3-1 win. Got themselves lined up into the state tournament, but they're up against it now, needing a big run to stay alive. Klunder cross court. Look at Granstra. Another fantastic dig and a point. Olivia Granstra is a great passer, an excellent setter. There's so many things well to set up their offense, and including getting it to multiple players. But it's really been her digging and her defense that has really impressed me so far in this match. 7-point advantage for the Wolfpack. Klunder goes back to Granstra. At far side, Postma. Kegabine able to keep it alive. Salih bumps it over. Not a lot of room for Granstra, but she is able to get it eventually to Wienia, and for the first time in a long time, Wienia blocked at the net and put down. Great job by Klunder and company, making sure that they get back on service here. Klunder goes back to put it in play. Run up, Klunder, received by Koima. Into the middle, took a couple of seconds. It was not well timed, as we've seen. As soon as that set's a little bit behind the attacker, as Sienna Moss was, the trajectory of the hit is going to be a little bit higher than usual. The angle is going to be higher than usual. Got to take a lot off of it if you're going to keep it in the field of play. And they're going to say a rotational error on Western Christian. This is the 5th game that I've done up here. It's 5th or 6th game of the week, and that's the first time that we've seen one of those. 22-18. Just mechanics that are part of volleyball that you have to mind. Granstra goes far side, post mug, good positioning there. And Klunder can't quite reach it. And that makes it a 23-18. So a couple of points, a little bit of a let-up from the Wolfpack for a second, but they're right back on it, and Koima to serve, just 2 points away from a 2-set-to-none lead. Big swing, Kuhn back on the board. A lot quieter in this second set. That's just her 7th kill. But she's definitely been valuable for Hudson. They still need a few points in succession here. Lost the first set 25-19. They're down 23-19. Blocked, kept alive. Double hit on Postma, trying to keep it in front of her. Now it's 23-20. Hudson trying to stay in this, and it's going to be a timeout for Western Christian. 23-20. Hudson not going away. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Western Christian leading 23-20, looking to go 2-0 up. But Hudson, a couple of consecutive points, keeping their set alive. And it'll be Kylie Salee still serving. She gets this one put in play. The set behind her, Wienia. When you have a player on that side with that left hand, that she loves being on the right side of the floor so she can use the big left-handed swing. Just keep trying to find her. That's her 9th kill of the match. Now quadruple set point here for Western Christian. Wienia to serve. Received by Galbraith, but that's going to be an ace to finish it off. Second set in a row, they've won it on an ace, this time from Wienia. And that's $5 more from Adrenaline Fundraising to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. And if your group's interested, learn how to grow your fundraising, you can give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. 2-0 lead for Western Christian. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea.
And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action.
And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
At Casey's, we're here for early mornings and Friday nights. Here for the firsts and the traditions, through the good days and the tough times. We're here for the people who are here for each other. Casey's. Here for our town. Here for good. Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $9.99 each.
Back here just in time for set number 3. It's 2-0 in favor of the number 1 seed and number 1 team in the state, Western Christian, and they get off to a flying start here. A little poke over by Olivia Granstra. So we're actually going to give credit to Wienia. My mistake on that. That's 10 in the match for her up on the board. For Kuhn this time, and she goes wide, so a quick 2-0 lead for Western Christian, looking to make quick work here in 3 straight sets of the 8-seed Hudson. We mentioned Hudson definitely belongs in this match after their huge upset over the number 2 team in the state in Mediapolis, but Western Christian has proved to be a little too much here early, and off the block, Kuhn's going to get credit for her 8th kill. So Ashlyn Kuhn for Hudson. She's been great. Kylie Salim back to serve. A lot of topspin on this one. Dug out by McKenna Koima. Near side, Postma goes to the back. Kuhn off the top of the block. Granstra sets far side. Wienia's been almost unstoppable when she gets a good run up on that right side of the court. Whichever side that Western Christian is, she wants to be on that side with that left hand, and the big swing gets her 11th kill of the match. Low line drive serve from Wienia here. Set, far side, Hoffman. Oh, that was a good swing, but dug out nicely by Koima. This will just be bumped over by Postma. Little back set for Kuhn. She wants cross court, but well wide. A quick 4-1 lead to start, and you just kind of feel the energy level has dropped on the Hudson side as they know that their team's up against it, against a team like Western Christian. This one's going to come all the way back over on that side. Look at the effort, though, keeping it alive by Jessica Carolon. Far side, Hoffman. And one more try. Another great dig on the back row. I mean, you cannot deny the effort. Carolon and Emma Kagabine, both of them excellent digs to keep this point alive. Will they do it again? This time it's going to be Galbraith. Hoffman pushes it toward the back. Bumped right back over. This one's going to be pushed over. Somehow kept alive. Wow! Both sides, unbelievable. Kuhn blocked! Postma and Western Christian finds a way to survive the point. Both teams, incredible defense. Put that point on the highlight reel. Everybody should get a Kruger Seeds dig of the match after that one. Holy cow. Little miscommunication after the reception. Will just be bumped over by Kuhn. Granstra in the middle, through the block rather. McKay Van Tull been pretty quiet in this match. Came in as the team leader in kills at 321 on the year. That's just her 3rd, but with the way that Wienia's been swinging it, Postma has been targeted several times. Definitely, as there's an ace from Wienia, it's absolutely been a machine here for the Wolfpack. And by the way, with every ace during this year's tournament, Adrenaline Fundraising donates $5 to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. If your group's interested in learning how to grow your fundraising, give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. Postma off the block, handled. Here's Kuhn. Wanted to go cross court, but it was well scouted by Wienia on the back end. Good keep once again. Carolon has been all over the place in that defensive specialist position. Here's a cross court effort, and it's Kagabine. Off the block on the far side from Hoffman. It's tipped as well. Kuhn will put it away. Hudson gets the point. Really, really high quality volleyball on both sides here as we're going to get a substitution. Kagabine comes out from her defensive specialist spot. It'll be Naomi Henderson back in, and substitutions in today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. This is a cross court and in. How about that? What an effort. Long way to go from Van Tull. And McKay Van Tull gets her 4th kill of the match. Really had to reach for that as she was moving really far away, out of bounds, across her body, kept it in play cross court, giving an 8-2 lead to Western Christian. Coming up, Kuhn just pokes it into the middle of the defense and gets another one. That's 10. She's in double figures. And Ashlyn Kuhn right on cue back to serve. Runs up on it and long. Good job by Wienia in the back row, reading that one and getting out of the way. Abby Postma will come in to serve, the senior. 9-3, Wolfpack the lead. Hoffman just passed straight over. Caroline, but it'll be a point to Western Christian on a double hit. Caroline wasn't really expecting that low of a pass, had to do everything she could just to keep it in play, unable to do so. Another dig by Hoffman. This one going to be set to the far side for Klunder, and it's long. And there's going to be another timeout going to be called here by Hudson. So head coach Steve Baird, one last chance to talk to his team. That's his last timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching Iowa Girls State Volleyball here, presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, it's Wolfpack 11, Pirates 3. My name's Emery Songer. I thank you for joining us here. Central Iowa Sports Network bringing you coverage. This is the third match of the day. 3 more to come. 1 more quarterfinal here in Class 2A will be Osage and Grundy Center. Trent Condon will be back here giving you that one. And then we got the 1A quarterfinals coming up with the 2 nightcaps. Western Christian sets it up this side. It was Emma Westfall unable to get the kill. Caroline will push it over here for Hudson. Here's that cross-court running move, and that one is an effective one for Sienna Moss. For Moss, so they're going to give that to Postma on the board, but Sienna Moss also has been a big important factor up front as a middle blocker and middle hitter. The set from Hansen to the far side. Klunder hangs in the air. Postma able to dig that out. That was Moss with that last kill. This one will be Westfall with the kill. 13-3 is the score. Another serve on the way from Abby Postma, and it'll be an ace. Another $5 donated from Adrenaline Fundraising to the IGHSAU, supporting future state volleyball events. And if your group's interested in learning how to grow your fundraising, give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. Hoffman, Hansen, and Klunder will try again this one into the net. Slipping away pretty quick here from Hudson. Western Christian just wearing them down. They did the best that they could to keep this thing close. Unfortunately, dropping each of the first 2 sets. There's another ace as it's mishandled by Kuhn in the back row. And it's now 16-3. Second ace for Abby Postma. Going to get a substitution into the game. Courtney Collis going to enter, replacing Westfall. And you're probably going to see a little bit more of that from Tammy Verbeek, head coach at Western Christian, as her team continues to control, maybe get some other lesser-used players some opportunities. Dug out by Postma. Going to deliver it. They were looking that time for Sienna Moss, unable to do so. And the point to Hudson. Postma, Abby Postma, that is, out. McKay Van Tol back in, and then she'll be replaced immediately by McKenna Koima, the libero. Her counterpart, Morgan Galbraith, is back to serve for Hudson, down 16-4 here in the third set. In the air, near side, flying in, not able to do anything with it. I thought there might have been a net violation, but nothing called by either official. Far side, Salih hits the net. So those breaks, Maurice Frazier up there he gets to see everything over the net. It's the floor official that has the best look at the net, and it looked like there was a lot of traffic on the Western Christian side, but no call on that one. Klunder, that one's dug into the net. Klunder is going to get credit for the kill. Klunder's 5th of the match. Another substitution. Emma Kegabine comes in. She'll serve and play defense. Subs in today's game brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you could be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Here's a set to this near side. Postma rejected. It's not Postma, my mistake. That is Courtney Collis trying to get a kill at the state tournament. Kind of taking that spot on the floor from Postma. And then put down Salee, getting herself on the board with her first kill of the match. Kegabine trying to continue her service here. Kind of off that wrong foot like we mentioned earlier. The set, far side, the big left hand long from Wienia. Tori Wienia, and 3 straight points here on the Kegabine serve. We'll see if they can find a way, work their way back into this match potentially. Long way to go, though, still down by 10. Far side, Wienia, nice dig, Kegabine. Set up for Salee, off the block and out of bounds. Good dig by Kegabine over there on that far side. And Salee with her second in quick succession here. Kegabine steps into another serve. It's Postma. It's a setup. Blocked on the Moss attempt. Far side, Callis. Not this time. Right up on the net. Going to get a whistle and a net violation on Hudson. And it's going to be on Hansen, trying to see who that was on. Collis is in to serve now. Finds Kuhn in the back row. It's a tough angle for Klunder, but able to keep it in play. Near side, Postma with a full wind-up. Unable to finish the point. Trying to catch him off guard was Hansen, but right there was Postma. Far side, left hand, Wienia. Nothing doing there, and a great big swing by the setter, Sarah Hansen. A lot of times you'll see that setter just a little bit of a poke. Instead, that time went with the big swing and able to get it through the potential dig on the far side of the floor. Still down by 9, though, 18-9. Klunder on serve, and an ace. So Klunder with her second ace of the match. Aces mean $5 donated to the IGHSAU from Adrenaline Fundraising. If your group wants more help with fundraising, give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. Kuhn, little tip. No problem there. Poked over, kept alive. Oh, Kegabine, another great dig. It'll be Salee just getting it over the net. It's going to come right back to her, though. Good dig. Back in by Koima. Pushed over. Salee. Hansen. Kuhn's blocked at the net. Postma and Moss together with force. And here comes McKenna Koima, who will put it in play on the serve. 19-10, her team leads it, and she'll have an ace. As that time a handcuff. Seen so many great digs on the back by Kegabine, that time unable to do so. Results in another $5 donated from Adrenaline Fundraising to the IGHSAU. How about another? Galbraith that time, unable to keep it in front of her. And now the Wolfpack can taste it. 4 points away from yet another date in the semifinals, or maybe another ace. McKenna Koima trying to do the best she can to continue the donations herself. Put it in play, 22-10. Kegabine, Hansen, far side. Kuhn wants another one. Koima's there. This is going to be pushed to the back. It'll be a double hit on that little pushover by Olivia Granstra. So Hudson able to get back on serve with Kylie Salee. Played out of the back row. They'll set it up. Weenstra wide. Hudson just won't go away. They're not going to roll over. They're going to make Western Christian earn it from them. 3 points away, though, are the Wolfpack from getting into the Final Four. Off the block, still alive, Kuhn. Hansen over for Hoffman. Kind of had to lean with that one to keep it in play. Granstra to the far side. Wienia, full swing. And there's 12. She's not had one for a while, but able to get one here. Make it 23-12. Substitution into the match. Jessica Carolon. The left hand from Wienia. Oh, Kuhn set up beautifully by Hansen. For Kuhn, that's 11. Naomi Henderson back in, another substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance, and you can learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. This one played over. The set, Postma off the block. Galbraith, Hansen, and Kuhn just over the top of her head. Granstra in the middle, off the block. Hansen looks for the back, and she finds it right off the middle of that fairway court logo. Hudson still well behind, but will not go down without a fight. You got to love the fight you're seeing from the Pirates here, despite still being down 23-14. Running jump start here. Little miscommunication on the reception. Postma, though, has it blocked in. It drops in. And Coach Tammy Verbeek doesn't seem sweated at all. Not going to call a timeout just to get her team to figure this out by themselves. They still have an 8-point lead. Run up here. Hansen's serve. That one long, though, on the effort from McKay Van Tol. Now it's within 7. Get a couple more here. You'd think Coach Verbeek might call a timeout just to get that momentum stopped, instead of making this more interesting than it probably needed to be. Hansen on the serve. Received by Koima. Back set, McKay Van Tol. Blocked at the net by Kuhn. Still alive, but they're going to say another violation. A double hit on Western Christian, and Hudson has it within 6. They were down by as many as 13 in this set, now down by just 6. Still have a long way to go without giving up 2 points. Koima, Granstra, Postma. Yes. Little touch, found space on the near side, and that sets up 7 match points here for the Wolfpack. Allie Postma will do the honors. Senior to serve. In play, Hoffman, Hansen, Kuhn. Blocked, kept alive. Kuhn bumps it over for Hoffman. Blocked right back at her, and that'll do it. Western Christian able to get a straight sets win, 25-19, 25-20, 25-17. They knock off the number 8 seed Hudson and move into the Final Four, the semifinals of Class 2A. It was an interesting matchup, but we got to give our Casey's player of the match to left-handed outside hitter Tori Wienia. Unbelievable work out of her in the match. 12 kills, countless other big opportunities. She's helped her team, Western Christian, move into the semifinals. Tori Wienia, our Casey's player of the match. Another spectacular performance by her. Fans, Casey's General Stores is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the match, Tori Wienia. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Visit Casey's.com or the Casey's mobile app for easy ordering and specials. And once again, congrats to Tori Wienia from Western Christian on being named today's Casey's player of the match. So no surprise in this one. A straight sets win for the first time between a 1 and an 8 in the entire tournament to this point. But Western Christian, the powerhouse that they are, moving in to the semifinals. They will play the winner of our next match here on Court 1. Osage, the 4 seed, taking on Grundy Center, the number 5 seed. Trent Condon will have that for you in about 20 minutes or so. My name's Emery Songer for our producer, Justin Wolberg, our cameraman, Clayton Sampson. We appreciate you for joining us here in Cedar Rapids. I'm Emery Sunker signing off. Thanks for watching our live coverage of the 2019 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-America Energy.